Yo, yo. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the third to last race here in the Tier 3 Championship for the CDR Tier 3 Championship. I am JJ, and I'm back tonight, being joined by Nat, who has just joined the party. Good evening, Nat, if you can hear me.
Evening, buddy. How we doing?
Yeah, not bad yourself?
Yeah, good. Enjoying the weather.
It's been lovely, hasn't it?
It has. I mean, it's been quite a week, really, hasn't it? Leeds United bus parade, hot weather. What more could I ask for?
Not a lot, mate. Not a lot.
Looking forward to today's race.
Yeah, kinda. It's one of them tracks that's it's kind of bit monotonous, isn't it? You know, it's a great track, but overtaking's quite difficult to do because everyone's going to be running very similar setups. So
Yeah, and then you've got the fact we've had two very different races from like F2 and Tier 1 and Tier 2. We had safety cars in F2, I believe it was. I wasn't there this week, so not quite sure what happened there. And then Tier 2 was it were a bore fest. It were everyone sort of stick to where they were. There were a few overtakes, but it just seemed like one of them races, a bit like you see in real life these days with races like Monaco, where nothing much really changes throughout the race.
yeah. Well, on the F2, I don't think there was any safety cars. From what I remember, Tier 1 there wasn't any neither. The thing is around here, as soon as you drop out of a train, you're losing a second a lap. Near enough, with the slipstream and the DRS zone. So it's one of them tracks where if you could stay in the train and box clever, you know, I think if people box around lap 10 or 11 tonight and they're in the leading pack, they could possibly break that DRS with the undercut.
Yeah, so in the Tier 2 race, I were in a bit of a train and I did the same, around 10 or 11. Managed to undercut a couple in front of me, but then the rest of my race won't discuss that. It's a very, very poor race. Okay. It's one of these tracks that, because it's so fast, and we all love fast tracks, but your eyes start going, because you're constantly focusing on the exact turning point. Because a mistake around here is a track limit.
Yeah, it is.
I found that a huge issue for my race in Tier 2. Like, after 10 laps, it just felt like you were constantly turning. You didn't have time to reset, get comfy in your chair or whatever.
Yeah, it's a fast flowing track. It's a MotoGP track, isn't it? So it's not really designed for the likes of F1 cars, but I think the F1 cars bring the best out of it. So
100%.
To have a lap, I think must be 80% you're on the throttle, at least, around here.
Yeah, I can only think of what you class as a major braking zone 2, and that's both left-handed hairpins. The rest of them are a little bit on the brake, couple of downshifts, away you go.
Yeah, you got turn 1, that's a 5th gear corner. You've got, obviously the hairpins are gear 2, gear 3, depending on what, if you're automatic it could be gear 1. And the next corner is gear 4. Then there's flat out to the left hander there, which is gear 4. And the rest of it, the lowest gear is the hairpin. If you take the hairpin out of it, the lowest gear you're going down to is gear 5 or gear 4.
Yeah.
But I'm just getting... Go on.
I think one of the main things we'll see, and I saw it in Tier 2, is confidence. Confidence on those right-handers, them fast-flowing 3 right-handers, and the one after as well towards the end of lap in Sector 3. Who's willing to take them flat out in race strategy?
Yeah, the last one, if you downshift to 6th and keep your foot on the pedal, is you can do it, no problem. I've just got the championship standings up. So the top 2 are separated by 7 points, and it is Nerve and Mario, father and son. And then Marshall is 14 points further back in third on 131. And Jimmy is in fourth, who was the leader for quite a long time in this tier. He's not quite out of it yet. He's on 119, so he is only 26 points behind. And Carl's in fifth. He's on 101, but he's not racing tonight, so he's out of the championship after tonight. So it's really out of 4 drivers. The top 3 have got a bigger chance than Jimmy, but anything can happen. It's one of them tracks as well. I find if you're sitting behind someone for so long, it can become very frustrating, and especially when you're working out where you're faster than them, it can play havoc a bit mentally with you. So I wonder.
And one of the key things to think about in the championship as well is, of course, we've got one extra race now.
Yeah.
So whereas people may have been preparing for this, going, "Oh yeah, there's only one race left after this." Nope, still plenty of points to race for.
Yeah, so there's 75 points up for grabs, still left. I don't know if they're making. Let's have a look quickly, because I think the sprints are already done. Yeah, so the sprints are already done. I don't know if they're going to throw in a sprint for Silverstone or not. That's not been confirmed or hasn't even been mentioned yet. So if they do throw in a sprint, obviously that's 85 points up for grabs. So including the fastest laps is 87. So I don't know. Like for me, before the season started, I did fancy Max to take the title just for the pure fact of his qualifying pace. I see he has struggled in the races recently, been a bit unlucky, but he's still up there. You know, Marshall's had a brilliant end to the season, has pulled himself right the way back into the fight for the title. We did finish up runners up to Harvey last season, quite a way behind, but this season seems to be in the fight again. So we've only 14 points separating the top 3 and 26 separating the top 4. Anything can happen. Anything can happen.
Yeah, obviously as a Aston Martin teammate, I am rooting for Marshall in this Drivers' Championship, but it's, like you say, when you look at that championship over the course of the next couple of races, Nerf could be down in third. You know, there's so much that can change in these next 3 races. It's just too hard to call.
Well, any of them can end up anywhere. To be fair. So, and Anderson, he's the Middle Eastern maestro around these tracks, so don't count him out for tonight. Put it that way. But the guys are just readying up, getting ready to take us in to this session that we have here tonight. Quite looking forward to it. It's going to be a bit hectic. It's going to be fast flowing. And who's got the biggest set of nutsacks to take the win?
That's exactly what it needs on this track. Exactly what it needs. Got to be brave. You've got to brake as late as possible into those heavy braking zones. And keep it clean. Keep it on the track, because track limits can be a killer around here.
Yeah.
Learned that the hard way with my 18 seconds of penalties I got from track limits
wow.
in Tier 2. Yeah.
Just doing 3 a lap.
It would just... I might as well have been. Normally if I get that much, it's speeding in the pit lane. But nope, they were all track limits, every single one of them.
Change the subject a little bit. I've been watching a few videos of the new F1. Obviously that's now coming out in a few weeks' time. That looks totally different.
It does.
It looks good. I think the things that they've wanted to improve, they've kind of touched on it. Not as much as what we wanted to, but it looks like the game's going to be ready for when it comes out. Not like the fast that we had last year. So, but the actual effects of it, you can see now it's a whole next generation game just by certain effects that I've seen on it so far.
That's exactly what it needed. You know, the PS4s and Xbox Ones are too outdated now to be making games for those consoles. It has to be next gen.
Yeah.
It has to be a next level standard, and hopefully the next game will give us that.
Apparently Dirty Air is going to be a lot more playing a part in it. I think they're taking the engine braking away, so it's kind of going to go back to the 23 where you look after your battery. But you can obviously switch it on to harvesting, and that it pops up now on the dash, so I've seen. So yeah. What I have found round here as well, I did do it on Friday as I always do, is the mediums are pretty rubbish on a full lap round here. You can't get normally within about half a second of a soft.
I attempted it in Q1. Thought, you know what, I've got the pace around this track, so I came out on a set of mediums. And I thought, am I safe with that? Asked my teammate in the Aston Martin chat, and he was like, I'd maybe just go set a soft just in case. 1.5 seconds quicker on the softs.
Oh wow, that is a lot.
Yeah, it's the tyre deg is massive round here as well. That
Yeah.
left-hand side of the car, those tyres burn very, very quick.
Yeah. Found that in the F2s. I had a nightmare in both rounds. I invalidated on the last, I think it was the last left-hander. I went over the curve. I would have qualified pole. I started back in 12th or 13th. It was just a bit of a nightmare. And you had to box twice. I had to box twice in the main race because I took damage as well from something I could do nothing about. But yeah, the tyres in all tiers, definitely, well, all tiers of F1, F2 racing, the tyres do take a bit of a hammer, and the softs are a no-go round here. Even if a safety car comes out with 8 or 9 laps left, I wouldn't put the softs on because they could get about 5 or 6 out of them, then you might get a puncher. But
yeah, especially down that left-hand side, it's just so much pressure going onto those left-hand tyres. I think at the end of my first stint in the race on the mediums, I pitted, I think, lap 11, and now we're on about 57%, which for a medium tyre is a lot. You don't expect it to be that high normally, but
I bet the rest are at like 78, 80. With left, I mean, yeah. So on board with Max, is always on track first, every pretty much race. He must have a deal with CDR with some sponsorship money or something in that has. Just coming round to the end of Sector 2 now. We're going to see now what the guys. He's one of the fastest ones in the tier, so see what he can put on the table first time round. I'm probably saying a high 22 maybe is what I'm expecting. Maybe a low 23, or he might have surprised me by putting a mid 22. I don't know. We're about to find out as he goes round the last corner. Takes it in gear 4, gets the foot down straight away. Traction kicking in. It's got quite a bit of battery left. It's a 23 flat. I think Clay is the next one. No, it's not Clay. It's not Ninja. It's Jimmy.
Yeah, here
is Jimmy
going
to beat that? It doesn't, because of the 23-2. Nerve 23-3. Got an Aston coming across the line now, which is Marshall on a set of mediums. 23-7. That's not bad. I expect him to do another lap on that. Got Chip Hazard about to come over the line on a set of mediums. What's he got in him? 23-8, pretty good. Claymore 23-7. Got Ferrari coming over the line, then an Alpine. Hindsight 23-9 on a set of mediums. So the mediums are the 2 temps within it.
Track does ramp up though here. It's notice the difference in the times through qualifying. Wow.
22-5 from Lucas.
Quite a step up. Yeah, I noticed through qualifying, Tier 2, it does ramp up very quick. You know, people going from the sort of low 23s all of a sudden into the low 22s within the space of a couple of sessions.
Anderson's invalidated, but he's recharged his battery, so it looks like he's about to go again. Let's see where Ninja is. He's also invalidated. I wonder if Ninja's going to stay out. Ninja's back in the box. So now Anderson's the only one on a lap. Goes across the line, just starting this lap. Now it's going to be interesting. He's been up there the last few weeks as Anderson. Into turn 1, takes it nicely in gear 4. See if we can take this in gear 5. Doesn't, goes down to gear 4. Gets on the power nice and early. This is a horrible corner.
It is, but when you get it right, it's fantastic.
Mm.
It's just so hard to get it right. Getting that turning point, making sure that you straighten the car up on the exit, keeping it within the track limits, and getting out of those hairpins is vital. Getting on the power at the right time.
Mm. Very nice throughout the hairpin there.
That's fantastic on the apex.
Yeah.
That's exactly how you want to take that corner. Favourite part of the track, foot down.
Ooh, this is the apex there a little bit. You lost the 10.42 and there as well. So you can qualifying mode, you can take that flat out in 7th, but he chooses not to.
You can also cut that last left-hander more than you think you can.
Puts himself 2nd in the 22.9, so them two are safe. But everyone else behind him could be at risk. We've got our Marshall's now on his 2nd hot lap.
Is he on the same mediums? He is. Must feel like he's got more time on those mediums.
Takes it very nicely through there. That's it, lovely jubbly, keeps it in 5th. This could move him up. I think it's going to. It's a good lap. Good lap,
yeah,
P6. Only 4 1,000ths off a soft tyre time.
In fact, I believe that was a faster lap than I set on my softs.
Not bad, eh?
The standard we've got now across CDR is unreal.
It's very closely matching all tiers. I think we had a 10-car train in the first stint in Tier 1. Literally is about 4 seconds separating the top 10.
Bit like we saw in Miami last week. Quite a few trains there.
Yeah. I love Miami. Miami's a track where it's so testing, it's got a bit of everything in it.
Yeah, it's got the fast S's. Although I like the slow corners, but that section before the long back straight is horrible.
Yeah. Gainful now coming around the last corner. Let's see where he puts himself in his first attempt. It's going to be a decent lap as well. Low 23. It is. Puts himself P3. Ninja's now on the lap also. It's coming through the end of sector 1, 31.3.
That was clean out of there. A bit of a short shift, so there were no wheel spin.
Good evening also. I suggest, mate, you stop typing messages and go and get out on there on track, mate, because you seem to leave it until it's too late after you smoke 20 worth of fags. You need to get out of there, boy.
Although leaving it late might not be a bad idea on this track with the track Evo.
Yeah. But it's a track where, like you say, limits are so minimal. You leave it late and you haven't got a time on the board, it's risky.
Yeah,
I think this is going to be a high 23 from Ninja here. So 23.7.
Yeah, it's a very catch-22 situation with this track because there is such a track Evo. Do you want to leave it late, risk invalidating your lap, not having enough time to get round? Or do you just stick a time on the board and then get yourself out?
Got gold coming around the last corner. This looks like it's going to be a mid 23. It's a low 23. God, he went down to 3rd gear on that last corner. Got Wab now about to come over the line. Near enough come over the line. Gainful looks like he's had a recharge lap and he's going again, which he seems to do quite a lot. Oh, Wab nearly loses it going into the 3rd right-hander there. Gonna drop him quite a bit of time.
Surprised to see people doing second runs on softs.
Yeah. It's gonna be a 24 from Wab. 24.5, slowest of the lot so far. Next to come over the line is Hindsight. Nearly 8 temps up on his lap. Might see a new fastest lap here. Lucas is on the mediums. Oh no, he's not. He's done a lap on the softs. He's put the mediums on now. There's going to be a new fastest lap from Hindsight. Nearly 22.8. Mercedes going over the line and chip 22.8 also. Now we've got a Red Bull. No, let's get on board with Curly. I think that is.
Gainful is planted through this last sector, and he lifted a little bit of a lift in the last left-hander. Final corner, swings it in, gets that power down very well.
It's an improvement.
Very good lap.
Well, there's your answer about improvement on the second lap, mate. Curly's given up.
Yeah, I did not expect to see an improvement on a second flying lap with a set of softs.
I've managed a 22 on a set of mediums the other night. I think it was a 22.4 or 3, I think it was, and it wasn't fast enough. I had to go out and a set of softs in the end.
It's just, that's the thing with this strap. It's such fine margins. Such fine margins. The corners you were saying you don't like, the double right-hander, that can cost you half a second through that corner if you get that wrong.
Yeah. 100%. See, Marshall now we got in P10 on his two runs. He's on 22.3. Dexter, who's in 15th, is on a 24 flat. We've still got 2 guys to run in Pint Size and in Osso. A 22, I think now at this time of the session, is what guys will be aiming for on a set of softs. So Marshall could be a bit vulnerable if he decides not to go out on a set of softs.
Yeah, I think the cut-off will probably be about the 23.2s, 23.1s. I just think there's so much time to be gained on this track. If I'm Osso, I get out now.
Yeah.
Get out now, go for a lap, get a recharge on, and see if you can get that second lap in.
Yeah.
Gainful has just shown that it can work.
Yeah. Lucas has gone out on his same set of tyres. See if he can improve. We've got Ninja, I think, coming out of the pits now as well. Is it Ninja? Or was it James?
That's Jimmy coming out. Old James. Also, he's really leaving this late now. He must... Very, very confident.
Yeah. Stay on board with Lucas. And crosses the line, about to start his second flyer on the same set of tyres. Got a weird line going down that straight there. A bit of dirt on them tyres now. Also saying he knows he's not going to make Q2, so... That's it, Marshall. No, Marshall, it's not looking too bad, mate. It's not bad. Like, you've got drivers behind that have already done maybe 1 or 2 flyers already. Ninja's done 2 sets of tyres, so you might be alright.
And the thing is as well, because of how bad the softs are in the race, there is no point saving them.
No. I was in 2 minds the other night, whether just to use balanced or the softer, but then I thought if there is a safety car with 10 laps to go, you're going to want the set of mediums because they are quite a lot faster over a 6 or 7 lap period.
Yeah, if you've got a safety car and you're in a bit of a gap from the car behind with, say, 4 or 5 laps, soft's great. But the chances of that...
This is going to be flat out this lap. This is a lot faster than what he's already done, I think. Oh, just under a tenth on a used set of tyres. No messing there. You've got James now, who's just started his lap. Dave's also on the lap as well, just gone over the line. So Dave, if Dave Marshall is putting a set of softs on, so he's not risking it. Also looks like he's staying in the pits until Portugal comes around.
Here he comes, he's finally coming out.
Is there any improvement in James' sector 2? He's 3 temps up. This is going to put him P2, I think, if he can keep this up.
Had a train of 4 cars leave the pits. Pint size looks like is not bothering.
No. James puts him. Oh, he only improved. He must have lost a lot of time in them right-handers. Only improved by up just under a tenth. Ninja's on an out lap, just starting a lap now. Dave, let's see where Dave is. Dave's invalidated. That could be massive. He's got no juice either, so that's Dave's session over and done with. And now on board with Ninja. So where's Webb on track? Webb's just in front of him on track.
Dave could be very much at risk here.
Webb is 4 attempts up already, and he had a massive slide in the right-handers. So you're looking at a second at least of an improvement, if not more, here from Webb. Let's get him, sit on board with him, see if he experiences the same as what he did last time. Nice and smooth. Oh, he drops the gear down. Oh
wow!
No. Wow.
That's not a tactic I've seen before.
No, that's going to lose him a lot of time.
Got to carry the speed through those corners.
It's going to be enough. We could be surprised here. Whoa. And it was. Wow. Imagine if he keeps that flat.
Keeps that flat is
game over, isn't it?
22 fives.
See what Ninja's got. Ninja's 3 temps up. Ninja goes into P12. So I think Marshall would have been okay because Dave's finished. Marshall is on track. Claymore's just started a lap. Curly's on a lap as well. He's 2 temps down nearly. So Claymore's on the cusp here of going out.
He has, and he started the lap
with... Curly's just put it on the curb. He's given up now as well.
Clay started his lap with 45% battery. It's not how you want to be starting a flying lap.
Marshall's 8 temps up, going around the last corner. We're going to see a new fastest lap here, I think. We have done 22.3.
Wow. What a lap.
Dexter puts himself into P11. Got a red... Is it a Red Bull? Coming over the line? I don't know what it is.
Clay looks like he may be struggling to get through here. He's had a few slides.
I think he's alright with the time that he's gone around the last corner. It'll be a low 23, I think. It is, it's a 23.1. Sees him through, and that is qualifying done and dusted. We are losing Curly. Dave just get through with the skin of his teeth. Also, 25.1, left it quite late. Getting
exactly
3 seconds
what
off.
We were talking about. Exactly what we were talking about. You had one mistake on that lap. Don't give yourself enough time for another. That's what can happen.
He's just said he's adapting from a PS4 to a PS5. Well, if you want to adapt, mate, give yourself a bit more time on track. Even just bang a set of mediums on for 5 laps and go around flat out.
Yeah,
that was close, Clay.
Not really the time to be experimenting towards the end of the first qualifying.
No. So then we're losing Curly, Osso, Luckman obviously because he's reserving. Pint Size didn't even bother. I don't know if he's got a qualifying ban or not. And the rest of the grid are through. Now Wabstappen's got at least 6 to 7 temps in that lap. Just by looking the amount of downshifts that he had, if not more. So he could be a contender if he put a laps together. He could put up there in the top 5, no problem.
Yeah, it was very strange to watch. Like, I can see one downshift through the right-handers if you're just feeling like you're running a little bit wide, but to drop another? I'd expect that in F2, but not in these F1 cars with how grippy they are.
Must have Arteta as his race engineer. So I respect everyone to run softs here. I think a scrub set is about 2.5 temps slower in Q2 than what they were in Q1. That's what I experienced the other night.
I try not to use scrub sets too much on tracks like this. We've touched on it so many times, but the softs are just that bad in the race. I see no point in leaving any rubber on them. Flat out, just go absolutely flat out, burn the tyres up, get the laps in. Flood of cars straight out.
Is that Ninja on track first? No, it's James.
Also saying that from the switchover he lost all his setups.
You do, actually. You do.
Yeah. Just do what I do, also steal everyone else's. I'll happily admit I steal JJ's for F2. I'll make some adjustments with the diff on throttle. You know, when you're running no assist like you are, it's a bit different to full traction. You need less on the diff because otherwise it's just
bogs you down.
Control. Yeah, the traction control is just stopping you from getting going. So I tend to drop it to around qualifying, albeit around 65, and then in the race I'm down on about 35 to 30.
The thing is with that as well, because you can't change it in the race, it's you've got to have it right from the get-go. And the practicing on them cars are shit. They need to sort that out in the practice sessions. You only get one set of tyres. They need to really kind of sort that out because it's bollocks. That's 2 swear words in 10 seconds. We've got two drivers there right on the inside of the track following each other. I don't know if they've come up with something that no one else knows about, but that is some weird line that they're taking in there. So
I'm not sure if James was trying to stop Dexter from getting the slipstream.
Don't know, but we've seen Lucas do it. We've seen Lucas do it. We've seen, I think it's Max behind him, and be in the Alpine that is captain. So let's see. Good afternoon, good evening, Stingray. Also was too busy smoking his fags, if that's what he smokes. So Claymore's just confirmed, close to the pit walls, less bumpy, it's the esports line. Okay. Well, I'm going to say no more about esports and what we're currently commentating on, but each to their own, I suppose. Ninja now is about to go through the level. Not Ninja. James takes it flat in gear 7. Lovely jubbly. How many miles an hour do you get extra, Clay? Go by taking that link. 23.4. That's on a set of scrubs. Dexter on a 20. Calvin site 23.2. Dexter 24 flat. Got Mercedes coming over the line next, which is Chip 23 flat. Then Ninja now coming over the line. What's he got in him? 23.6. Only 2 temps off his.
I was expecting faster for qualifying 2. There we go.
Lucas 22.7. That's quite slow to be fair. What he done last time. Might be your same set of tyres. So we've got Dave now. He hasn't invalidated just yet. He's gone down to gear 3 in the last corner. Wowee. He's in a 20. Oh no. Did he invalidate or something? No. Don't know what happened there. 23.4. Must have been a bit of a desync error. Not a bad lap, to be fair.
Marshall now on coming down to finish his lap.
22.8.
22.8.
Anderson now next over the line. Then that's everyone done who's out on track so far. Mario's left it late to go out, so he can have the track to himself. Anderson's going to be in the 23.2. Top 5 are a lot closer this time around, so far.
They are, but we saw what happened last time.
Yeah.
In Q1, all of a sudden these second runs seem to pick up an extra half a second. Now, if you're in this position where you know that you can get into those low 22s, do you recharge and go for a second run on the softs?
Well, with the amount of time that's left, if you're in P6 down, you've got nothing to lose. You've got enough time.
Yeah.
You might as well. And if you nick 3 temps, that could be the difference of you using another set of tyres or not. So Max is taking that line now as well, as what Clay's just clarified us on. You can tell me and you don't watch esports, mate.
I can honestly say I've never watched a single race.
No, me neither.
Which, it's weird, because when you get that into these games... Like, I remember when I used to play a lot of Overwatch, I used to watch the esports for it.
What's Overwatch?
Never heard of Overwatch.
Nah.
It's a hero shooter where they have different abilities. Seen Marvel Rivals? Have you seen that?
Nah, mate.
Valorant?
Nope.
Okay. But I watch Rocket League esports. I love a bit of RLCS.
That's not a bad game. I've just seen Clay's comment. The geezer, that Tier Met Mark or whatever his name is. I watch him quite a lot.
Yeah.
He's quite good. Gillen is a... Can't repeat the word on stream. I'll save me swear words for later. But Gillen thinks he's playing bumper cars every single time I see him racing.
I don't watch any full-length videos. I quite often see some on TikTok, YouTube Shorts, sort of Facebook clips. I probably should watch more. Maybe I'll be a little bit faster. But I don't know. There's just something about watching F1 esports that puts me off of it a bit.
Apparently they have a different game completely to what we play.
Oh.
Nerve come around the last corner. Looks pretty decent. It is. We've got loads of 3 drivers on the 23 flat. No, we've got one of them. McLaren's about to finish up. Gainful. He was around the top 3 positions last time, so let's see what he's got now. This looks pretty rapid, to be fair. You can see a new fastest lap here. It's a 20. It's definitely a fastest one. It's a... Wow!
There we go. Sets the benchmark.
Damn! He ain't messing around. Well, Wab now is his teammate. As we've already said, he's got at least 8 temps in his lap from the amount of downshifts he's done.
Yeah, let's see how he takes it this time round. Well, flat through the first.
Flat through the second.
Better.
And again,
there
that's much
go.
better. Oh, go a bit wider. That's good. That's good. It's not too bad. You won't lose that much time. Oh, not bad. That 4th gear proper got the rotation going there. This ain't bad. This ain't bad. This ain't bad. There you go. See, look how much time he's gained on there. It's 1.1 seconds.
We said it. We said that those downshifts were killing him. First time it doesn't do him, he sticks it second. 200ths behind his teammate.
Yeah, Piastri and Norris are setting the pace here in Qatar in Tier 3.
It's definitely a message to the rest of the lobby. Come and get us.
He's obviously listened to us on the stream. He's WAP.
Well, I won't listen to me too much. 18 seconds of time penalties and second last. Do not be taking my advice.
Yeah, but the race conditions are a little bit different to
Yeah, they are.
James back across the line. Puts himself up into P3.
There we go. Starting to get more people into these 22s now.
Yeah. Gaple's on a recharge. He hasn't recharged enough. So he ain't going again. Oh, he's out of petrol, isn't he? Yeah.
Another thing I hate about this track, it's so hard to see the pit limit line.
Because it's so fast.
It's so fast, and because the walls are all one colour, not much difference between the pit wall and the pit boxes. It just seems to creep up on you. I think it was in Q2. I thought, oh yeah, you can brake pretty late for this pit line. I think I went over the line at like 120.
Got another one in the 22s. In hindsight, top 7 now, all in 22s.
And we've still got Clay to run yet.
On Friday, I had track day experience in Hemel Hempstead, not far from Watford, and I drove a Mercedes AMG GTS. My God, mate. My God, you're talking about, like, we're playing a game and we can't see the line when we're braking for the pit box, right? Going on, when I was driving that, you could barely see anything. Everything just flying past you so fast.
I think I did like a little experience, but I was a passenger experience. It was around Rockingham Oval in what was effectively a NASCAR, and you got 5 laps going round full throttle, and it's just that quick. It's gone.
Yeah.
And I remember the first time round, I told the story to a few of my friends. I didn't get told, like, tense, hold your breath and like clench up like you do in fighter jets and stuff as you're going around the first corner. So I've come barreling round this first corner at like 180, and I just felt so faint. I was so close to blacking out, and then I come back around, look to my right, and the wall is about 7 inches away from me.
Yeah.
It was terrifying.
Yeah,
but how it gives me a massive respect for racing drivers is you see the helmet cams from F1 and you're like, how are they picking anything out?
Yeah.
Especially in these ground effect cars, it's so bumpy.
We're going to have another one in 22s. Not quite. Oh, we do. It's gold. 8 temps up from his first attempt, so he's in a 22.9.
Yeah, I think about 22.8 is maybe looking like the cut-off here.
Yeah, maybe. Claymore hasn't come out yet.
Yeah, what are you playing at, Clay?
Don't know. Don't know if he's watching esports.
Try to get some more pointers.
There we go. Lucas has just put a fresh new set of boots on and just told everyone else, come and beat that. 22 flat.
It's some lap. With track evo, we're going to see a 21.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, we will. I think we'll see it for more than one driver as well.
Ooh, James has decided to retire.
He's done his 2 hot laps.
Yeah.
Anderson's on track now, just starting his lap. Dave is, I think, just finished his. He's now parked over on the side, isn't he? No.
Clay now coming out. He's left that very late to come out.
Let's see what Anderson's first split's gonna be. Two temps up.
I'm putting this out there now. I think Clay may struggle to get round and have a full battery for the start of his lap. He came across the pit line with, I think it was 124 to go.
Oh, he's not far off of it, is he? I think he'll just make it. He's not using any battery. Back on board of Anderson, half a second up, so we got another one in the 22s. If he doesn't invalidate. Oh, he takes that curb, but he gets away with it. Keeps it in. No, it doesn't drop down to 6. Takes the foot off the pedal a little bit. He's going to run out of battery before he hits the line. Goes around the last corner. It's going to be a quick one again. This is going to be a low 22, I would have thought. It's a mid.
Yes,
It puts him up to
very
P4. Marshall now starting his lap. Oh, Claymore is going to be tight, but I think he's going to make it.
Yeah, I think he's just about getting there.
Yeah, he's alright. Don't know what all the fuss was about. The thing is now, I know he's using battery, but then the battery resets. So he gets another extra 30% to use. Let's get on board with his teammate Marshall, who's got exactly the same time as Hindsight.
Not something you see often.
No.
And you look at that, with these times tumbling, if they both don't improve...
One of them, well, I don't know, that's it, they're both through. Oh, they're both through.
Not necessarily both through, because we've still got Clay to improve.
Oh yeah, we have, yeah, true. Forgot about that.
So this could end up being very, very harsh on
Marshall's
Hindsight.
7 tenths up here.
Wow.
There you go.
Lucas says, come beat this. Marshall says, will do. Oh, and Clay's lost it.
Oh,
Big
no.
slide. Did he have enough time before that?
Hindsight's improving as well. 2 tenths up. Is it going to be enough? He lost it in the last corner. It's not. Claymore's not going to have enough, is he?
I don't think so.
No.
No, he doesn't.
Wow. A tenth separating from 9th to 12th. 13th.
The slide on the last of the fast right-handers for Clay cost him, I reckon, he probably at least 2 tenths there alone. It just completely lost the grip.
Hindsight gets away with it.
Clay's in the chat already saying, fuck, fuck, fuck.
Slap your head, slap your head, slap your head.
Yeah.
So there we are. Nerve, who's currently the 2nd driver in the championship, has had a massive disappointment qualifying session. Starts in P11, Clay in P12, Gould in 13, Ninja 14 with Dexter in 15. They were losing them 5 drivers. So we're now down to this shootout, which the top 2, and I think the McLarens as well, who only done 1 run each, it's going to be out of them 4.
Yeah, I think we see some 21s here, high 21s. Going to be interesting to see who throws the first dart. No one jumping straight out the pits. It does surprise me. I'd be trying to get some running done as early as possible.
I do need a toilet, but I'm going to have to wait until this session's over. Because that's the only time I'm going to be able to do what I need to do. I'll start talking about that now. We got our Lucas coming out of the pits, been at a barbecue all day. And then the kids, obviously with kids just eating cake and whatever else, so they messed around, so they wanted a McDonald's on the way home. So I couldn't exactly say no. And yeah, I'll leave that one there.
Dodgy cooked kebabs mixed with a Big Mac. Recipe for disaster.
Oh. Go back to my old job tomorrow as well. Back on the tools, out in the lovely weather. Cannot wait for that. Go and play the game again. Lovely jubbly. Golf club straight in the van.
Yeah, I could do with getting a round of golfing someday soon. Not played for a while.
Played 7 times in the last 2 weeks.
Nice. I think I've maybe played 7 times in the last 6 months. But you know what they say, it's grim up north, so it's not been great.
Lovely to see, Claymore. That's the attitude I love, my friend. He said he's up in Edinburgh this week and he's got his clubs already on his van.
Preparation, we like that.
Mm.
Well, Lucas about to start his first flying lap.
Here we go. Is this going to be a 21 straight off the bat?
Not using battery down the pitch straight.
Yeah, there's so many different... Nah, that's right, Dan. Jimmy's 26 points off, so nothing's done yet. What did you shoot, Clay? Forgot what I was going to say now. Battery, that's it. So, there's so many different places I've seen people use their deployment. And 178. Me, I was using some down the straight, and then out of the where Lucas has just come out of now, I used a lot going up there.
Yeah.
Stopped it here, and then saved some for just for the line. He's still got quite a bit left. Oh, good night, Vienna. He's got enough juice to go again, though. Is he going to decide to do that? He is. So the next...
178, Clay, wow. Marshall with the 22.5. First of the competitive laps. Chip with a 122.6. Couple in the 23s.
Hindsight's backed out on his.
Got James round in the last corner.
22.4.
22.4. Everyone now taking the Claymore F1 Esports line.
Mm-hmm. Gameful's invalidated.
It's got enough battery though to go again. Oh, invalidates on. Very surprised he didn't just take that last corner a bit easier and just go for it. There was plenty of time to get out and get another run.
Mm-hmm. We've got Lucas now, who's on a recharge, isn't he? Mrs. has got the ump because the sun won't go to sleep.
Here we go, Lucas about to start this flying, is it? Or is he diving in? Oh.
So on board with Anderson. About to come around the last corner. This looks pretty rapid. I think that's going to be faster than what's already set. Oh, that's not far off.
So no one into those 21s yet. But Lucas still to get a lap on the board. Wab starting his first flyer.
So here we go. Wab Starting his lap. Coming through the double right-hander. Picks it up lovely. Can he keep it flat? He doesn't. There's a little lift. Not too bad though. It's a 30.7. Not too bad at all. Oh, he goes mega wide on the exit.
Oh. Lost a lot of time there just in the space of one corner on the entry and on the exit. See what he does with his downshifts this time. No downshifts. Oh, he's completely lost it. Straight back in the pits there.
He must have had the overtake on. It's conventional line to take him to the pits there, mate. So now, hindsight's now just starting a lap.
Nice and smooth out of there.
On board with him now, just take the lap, yeah?
Swing in through the left. Judge this right, it's flat out. Keep it to the right. Little bit wide. Burn the battery up to the fast right-handers. Does he keep it flat? He does. Keeps it planted. Maybe scrubbed off a bit of time there, just a little bit of a slide. Wide in the final corner, but gets the power down nicely, drain the rest of the battery. And that is a fantastic time, a 1:22.4. And where else are we looking here? We've got Lucas on his flyer. Into the double right-hander. I don't have my telemetry on to be able to see how fast we're going. Captain is looking fast tonight. We expected maybe a bit more track evo. We thought we were going to be into the 21s by now, but maybe Lucas is going to do that for us here.
Possibly. I think this is going to be his only attempt as well, so he needs to make it work.
Oh, just keeps it on the track.
This is a lot faster than the rest. This is over. This could be a 21.8 here.
A lot of battery there as well.
21.798.
Wow. Well, he did this last time.
Now Chips just started the lap.
He set a time last time and said, beat that. I don't know if anyone will. That's an incredible lap.
Chip was just over a tenth down the first sector.
Got to keep it to the right there before you swing that in. I like that line though. Cut that curb, get on the power.
Still under. Still over, sorry, just. He needs a mega last sector here.
Decides to not go for the downshift through that penultimate corner and just lifts off instead. Oh, he's going to dive in.
Oh, he's not improving. That's him done then. Gameful's just starting at, oh.
Just finished it. 22.4.
22.4. Let's get on board with Wab. James on a lap as well, is he? James is 2 temps up here in the first sector.
That is very well taken by Wab.
That was good by James as well. He's completely cut that left-hand corner. 3 temps up now is James. This is going to put him at P2 at the minimal. So you've got Marshall's got when he goes over the line. Obviously, you've still got Wab to go as well, who can put a very good lap together. You've got James now about to come over the line. I expect this to be
Oh, Wab loses it. He's not invalidated though.
P2 for James.
I'm not sure where this is going to put Wab. He slid, went off the track. It was just enough off where he
Might
didn't
nick a
get
P3.
penalised.
He hasn't. P8.
Oh.
Let's get on board of Marshall. Oh, we've got the hash drivers as well. Forgot about that. Let's go to Max, who's the next one's across the line. Then you got Anderson behind him. Don't look too shabby from Max this. He now goes P3. 22.4. Get board of Anderson. 22.2.
Oh, an improvement of 2 temps for Marshall.
We've got Dave as well coming over the line. He's 3 temps up. He's quite a way back though. Puts himself P9 now in front of Wab just. He's getting board of Marshall.
This is fast.
Can he still P2? He can.
He does.
22 flat.
I believe that's it. I don't
That
think this
is
is a
it.
flyer for Wab.
Lucas carrying on his good performance in qualifying, taking P1 for the last 3 races now, I think.
And it wasn't exactly close. That's an unreal time. The only one to drop in at the 121s. Almost 3 temps faster than Marshall. But race setting is very, very different.
Yeah.
On this track.
Yep. Who's going to go for the hards?
Yeah, it's... I'd be surprised to see anyone in the top 6 go for the hards. Because I just think with the power of the slipstream and DRS down that pit straight, I can just see you dropping back too much starting on the hards if you're at the front of the grid.
The thing is as well, trying to keep up, you're going to hammer that battery. So there we go. Lucas P1, Marshall P2, James P3. 2 out of the top 4 in the championship in the top 3 places. Allison P4, Mario is sitting P2 in the championships in P5. Hindsight P6, Gainful P7. The McLaren's 7th and 10th for their first and second in Q2. Chip P8, Dave is in P9. And Mr. Wab Statman, who's a slidey at the moment, is in P10.
This is going to make for a very interesting race. I think Wab, we know, has definitely got a lot more time in him there.
He has, but he's also one of them guys who's more his race is more is where he focuses on. So I expect him to climb, but like I say, in this train,
yeah, you've got to get it right in the train. If you're going to get past, and you're the 3rd, 4th car in that train, you need to be within sort of 2 tenths of the car behind. Because I'm going to assume that a lot of people are using the higher wings.
yeah, I think the maximum you can run on, well, the minimum you can run in the rear, I found was a 43.
Yeah.
But I think 40, between 40 and 43, maybe a 38 if you can sort out your suspension, but 50 you're going to get completely mullered.
Yeah, battery is going to play a big part. It's a really good track for harvesting.
Well, yeah, it's brilliant. You get pretty much a... I was doing it the other night, so from turn... I've got 1, 2, 3... After 3, I was harvesting all the way up until the left-hander before the triple right-hander.
Yep.
And you get at least 70% within that time.
Yeah, it works really well because there's so much lifting off. Like we mentioned before, there's not that many actual braking zones.
The cars are lining up now. Luke was taking us away for this formation lap of the guys. So let's see. Oh, what's going on here? Where is it? No, don't want that. Tyres. So we've got one on a set of hards, which is a Ninja. Everyone else is on a set of mediums.
Oh, Dave and Clay must have both disqualified. What's happened there?
Clay still sitting on the grid. And Dave is spun round, I think, and facing the wrong way. So there we are. As it says, the strategy is going to be a one-stop. Need to come in around lap 10 or 11 if you want to get the undercut. Obviously, if you're in front, you need to can run it to lap 12, 13. You'll have that extra 2 set of laps at the end, which will help for tyre wear.
Saying that his wheel wouldn't release the clutch, and that's why he couldn't get away.
The old Fanatec, eh? Must admit, this weather, mate, has been the best I think in my life I've ever witnessed for this time of year. For the consistency.
It's been brilliant.
It's been lovely, isn't it? Obviously watching Leeds win the league, and then watching Liverpool win the league as well for the both of us. Couldn't it be any better, really?
It was fantastic. I were in Leeds for the bus parade. I'm sure you've seen the footage of that.
No, not at all. Don't know what you're talking
about. I've never witnessed anything like that in my life. But I'm sure we'll talk more about things like that as the race progresses.
Yeah, when
start settling.
Yeah, after the first pit stops, we'll save that convo for then. I could hear someone braking like a good one there on the grid. I don't know who it was. Gearbox sounded like I'm gonna blow up. That's one thing I'd like to see in 25. There's more engine failures in the race. But here we go. We are not long now from starting for this Tier 3 Round 11 Crucial Championship ending race with 3 races to go. Top 3 of the top 4 in the top 5 of races, and we've got 5 lights. That's lights out, and away we go. We've got Lucas who's got a good start. James has also got a good start as well. James looks like he's going to try and put a move on both of the front runners. He's got past Marshall, but Marshall's on the inside. Is he going to hold it out? They both do. James gets it.
Oh, got a Red Bull towards the back, completely lost it. That's Dave. Dropped back significantly.
God, it's mental back there. You've got like 2 or 3 wide going into this right-hander here. You've got 2 McLaren, 1 on the outside. Gainful and Chip fighting, but Gainful's not going to give that up. I can tell you that for free. But Chip does send it round the outside and gets that move done. And he could be susceptible now to gold on who's behind him. But he's not. So it's Nerve Pack. Nerve's had a great start. It's come up a couple of positions. Lucas is already a second in front.
He's just got that pace, that free air, making a massive difference. Not having to anticipate the car in front, where they going to brake. Do I need to brake a little bit earlier? He can just get his foot down and disappear off.
Luckman's just got past Ninja. Ninja's struggling on them hards.
Luckman, the main gainer from this first lap, already up 6 positions.
So there we are, finishing lap 1 here of 29. Lucas goes right the way close to the pit wall. It might work in quali, but in race conditions, he's going to pick up a lot of dirt on them tyres as this race does carry on. Marshall now pulls out of a slipstream, bit of a wheel banging. Tries to send it round the outside and says, James, what I can do to you, what you can do to me, I can do to you. James sticks it back round the outside, gets that move done.
That is an incredible move to stick it round the outside on that corner. Because that track limit approaches you very fast.
Now Mario is also there as well. trying to get involved with the action along with Anderson. Oh, Mercedes brakes late, which is... Chip goes down, loses the position through it. Wab now has been overtaken by Luckman.
Chip now up the inside of Hindsight.
Hindsight keeps it.
Out of that.
Gainful now as well, looking on the back of them two. Runs very wide. We've got an Aston Martin up the inside, which is Clay. What a fantastic manoeuvre that was on Nerve. But Nerve's not giving that up. Now Clay's now proper catching that Gainful on triple right-handers. Gainful nearly out of battery already. Cut the track limits.
He's very close to the back of Gainful now. Is Clay? Is he going to have enough? Going to drain that battery, get that rear wing open.
We've got Marshall into P2. Anderson's thinking better of it. Clay's
Clay
now
alongside Gainful.
Oh.
Nice and clean, boys.
Very nice. Clay lets him have it. So P1's gone. Everyone else is in DRS up until pint size. Luckman and Nerve swapping positions again.
Lucas has seriously disappeared here. He's absolutely flying along. It's the joys of having a free track in front of you around this track. When you're in that train, you look all the way down. Everyone's within DRS of each other.
Yeah.
Lucas has broken away. Everyone else down to 17th place, all within DRS.
Chip past Hindsight. Anderson's running very close behind James here as well. Woohee! Also, there's your guarantees you will get from Tesco with his free second time penalty. Luckman's also followed that in as well. So now we're here with the DRS zone for the fourth lap here in Qatar.
Hindsight looks like he's losing out here. He's lost out to Gainful. Is Clay also going to take advantage of a little bit of a battle?
Whoa!
Whoa!
Nerve Pack loses it under braking. Loses 2 positions through it as well.
It's exactly what I was speaking about. Just trying to anticipate what the car does in front. Cannot brake at your normal point.
Luckman now looking to put one on Clay, but Clay covers it off. But he's going to have the exit on the next corner. Is Luckman, but he doesn't get it done. Get back up to the front. So much going on here. Camera angle shocking. I don't want to see the back of the helmet. Thank you.
Clay can almost see the downshifts of the car in front. Is that close behind on that gearbox?
Lucas now, the gap has stemmed. It's staying at 3.7, 3.8. So I think he's just bashed the battery in first couple of laps just to get that. And obviously with the guys fighting behind, and then obviously going to be slingshotting each other across. They want to try and catch him.
Clay got a very bad exit out of that last left-hander. It's going to mean that Luckman is going to be on the back of him. Just not close enough. Are we still DRS from second down? We are still DRS from second to 17th. Clay up the inside now of Hindsight.
Gets
Does
that
he
done.
get it done?
He does.
He does. Slams the door on the exit. Now he needs to get after Gainful.
Yeah, Gainful's dropped out of DRS as well, just of the guys in front, but I expect... Oh, Gainful takes a... Yeah, I'm not surprised. He took a board out there, he went that wide.
These penalties can be crucial around this track.
Marshall's now 4 seconds behind Lucas. Clay's looking rapid.
He is. He's got his fighting boots on. He's not just settling. He's up 4 positions.
Gainful's back within DRS now.
Dave must have taken damage to be down 32 seconds.
Yeah, he's changed his tyres and he's on a set of hards now. Hindsight with 3-second time penalty. 3 of the top 10 with time penalties.
Clay struggling to get on the power out of that last corner then.
Marshall's holding everyone off here, going down this straight. Done it for the last few laps.
Just managing it very well. Being that just enough in front out of the last corner. Dexter now with a penalty as well. Yeah, he's just enough in front out of that last corner where he can stay ahead, hold everyone else up in that train. And it's going to work well for him. These guys are going to burn up the tyres behind, trying to get these moves done. I think it's safe to say Lucas, barring some mistake, is probably out of sight now.
Yeah. Wab's dropped 1.5 off of Nerve in front, 1.7. So that's him now. He's going to find himself dropping half a second to a second a lap now with the slipstream and the
This is where the focus comes into it. You've got to stay. Also, with another time penalty, he's doing his best to replicate my 18 seconds. You've got to stay focused. As soon as you drop out of that 1 second, you're going to struggle. Now, Marshall is managing this well. He's saving up loads of battery. And then deploying
Anderson's
it when
going to
needed.
go for this now. Anderson's going to get that move done on James. He's passed him, but is James going to fight him into turn 1? He does. But Anderson's on the inside. James will have to give that up, and he does. So that's Anderson up to P2.
Gainful ahead of Chip as well. But they were having a nice battle, and Clay's trying to take advantage of that.
Something's happened to Wab. He's pitted. Unless he's got damage.
It's a little bit early, unless he's not managed to get his car set up right and he's got those pressures too low.
I know. Come out in front of Dave though. 4 or 5 seconds. But them hards now will start to come into fruition.
22 laps on a set of hards is doable if you manage them right.
Yeah, that left front. Lucas is still only one. So that gap from lap 2 has not got any bigger.
There we go again onto the pit straight. Anderson will be hoping to get the better of Marshall this time.
No, he's not going to. Marshall's too far in front. If anything, he's pulling away. Marshall's running a little bit less rear wing, I think, than the others. See, that's what I'm saying. Gold was only 1.6 seconds behind a lap ago. He's now 3 seconds behind. That's the effect of the slipstream and the DRS.
It's so important to stay within that time. So important. So lap 8, our biggest gainer so far is Luckman, who's up 9 positions. And the biggest loser is, unfortunately, Dave, down 10.
Yeah.
Running at the back of the pack.
The next biggest gainer is Clay up 4. And Pint Size, who's gone from the back of the grid, up 3.
Now we're getting into hindsight. Is that his second penalty now?
Yeah,
I believe it is.
So we've only got from 2nd down to 10th, which they're all in DRS. Actually, 11th in DRS. There's only 4 seconds separating them. 5, sorry. Nerve has managed to stay with leading group, which is massive. The mediums will start to drop off massively now as well.
Luckman's just dropped out of that 1 second.
Chip's right on the rear wing of Gainful. Yeah, so now Luckman's fallen back off there. If he can make the time up going into the hairpin. Clay's struggling a little bit to stay with them, but he should make it up in the hairpin because of the braking distance from the car in front of him, which he does. So them Alpines now and Nerve are going to fall well off this train in front.
They need to work together, really. Get the slingshots going to try catch back up. Otherwise, they're going to find themselves 3 seconds down. Wab with a penalty. They will find themselves 3 seconds down in a space of a couple of laps.
Anderson's going to have Marshall here.
Yeah, it seems like he's close enough.
Mario's very close to the back of James as well. Wouldn't be surprised if James got a track limit there. So I expect Anderson now to bunk his own overtake on and use all that going down the straight.
Lucas already in the pits. Marshall's smart there to force Anderson to the outside.
Oh yeah, but he's going to have the inside line. He's going to get that done. Give each other great respect and room, but Marshall's on the inside. He keeps it.
Oh, it's fantastic racing. Oh, they're going to lock tyres. Oh. That looked like one of them where the lock and the both just go straight, but managed to keep it together. Good battling though. Nice to see them keeping it side by side. No real contact.
With that battling as well, it's had a knock-on effect on the rest of the pack because Luckman is now just on the cusp of DRS with this group in front. He was 1.6 behind. Nerve has dropped off a further 1.2.
I'm thinking maybe Lucas has seen these battles going on behind and maybe realised that it can come out in some free air because he's got no one ahead of him to hold him up.
He's 3.5, just over 3 seconds back from Pint Size. So,
do we see people dive into the pits here? Marshall's in. So is James. Clay. Oh no, Clay continues. This is where the DRS starts getting broken with the different timing of the pits. We're going to start seeing people pull away, people drop off.
Yeah.
So you look at this front four now will probably break away from Luckman, who needs to get back there. But let's see where Lucas is after pits are complete. Is anyone going to be able to... Why are we not in top 10?
He's closed 2 seconds on Pint Size in the last lap, just over a lap. How far's Marshall behind? We've had a yellow flag. It's Osso, in it? I think it was.
Looks like it may have been. It was either Osso or Dave. I think it was Dave again.
The Max is looking strong now, but they need to box because Marshall's gonna. Mind you, Marshall's got no DRS, so it might even be worth staying out one more. But once you're out of DRS, your tyres just go off. So now them two are in. Chip's having to stay out because obviously his teammate is pitted.
Clay managed to gain a lot of time there coming into the pit box because Max ahead had to brake a little bit earlier.
Dexter's now past Ninja, goes up to P3 for now.
Now here comes Lucas.
Where's Marshall? Whoa, just gets out in front of Anderson.
Very well timed pit.
He might even get out of DRS now of the guy behind because
he's just got that bit of free air to hammer down.
Warmer tyres as well. Over a second
And he
now.
has.
Still retrievable though. So with that pit stop, Lucas is now nearly 7 seconds in front of these guys. Chip's going to be the biggest loser out of this.
Have a look at the...
Chip's in, Nerves in. Dexter's staying out, along with Ninja. Nerve has jumped. No, he hasn't. Not bad. CV goal with a 3-second time penalty. Now Chip's now about to come out of the pits. He might be in touch with Luckman. It's going to be very, very tight. Comes out side by side with an Aston. Oh, also we got Clay and Anderson and James and Mario battling. What the... Nearly done it. So Gainful now, he's won quite a bit out of that, mate. He's gone from wherever he was now to net P3. He's also got a 3-second time penalty though. Gainful's broken DRS. Not Gainful, Marshall.
Now he needs, I think it's going to be maybe a little bit closer to Lucas than he was at the start of the pits.
But he was 4.5 and now that's gone up to 7.
Oh, it has, yeah. Lucas timed that pit stop perfectly then. He's come out in free air. Luckman with another 3 seconds.
Gainful's trying to use his battery to get on to the back of Marshall. Lucas with a fast lap of 1:25.5. Pint size in the pit. Dexter's still staying out.
He's really trying to get every bit of life out of those medium tyres.
There's only one thing that's going to save him, and I'm not going to say the word.
I will. Safety car.
Very hard to get one round here. Oh, Dave, is that going to be a pit and quit? It is.
Rough session for Dave.
Hindsight as well. Oh, Gainful sideways. He's going to lose 2 positions from it. It's James and Anderson through. Gainful trying to push too hard to try and get back in that DRS. Now it's up to Anderson to try and make it up.
And Max has closed right onto the back of Gainful after that mistake.
Mental how fast these cars go around this track. This must be the most tiring race on the calendar.
Do you not remember the first year of it? Drivers having to stop in the race because it was just too exhausting.
I remember, was it Sargent in Miami? Who had to stop, didn't he? He threw up in his helmet.
Yeah, and back in the days of the porpoising,
Excuse
people
me, yeah.
struggling to get out of the cars.
Oh! Excuse me.
Looked like he just didn't see that people were slowing down.
He was
there.
sliding though. He's got something wrong with his setup here.
Who, Max?
No, Gainful. Gainful was sliding.
Oh, he's just got a nudge from behind from Max as well.
Chip for 3 seconds. Oh, Max is missing an end plate now. That's him out of it. James and Marshall, the biggest winners out of the championship battle so far. Nerve is the biggest loser.
Clay looks like he's just biding his time. He's seen these battles ahead. He knows Chip's got penalties behind. He still won't want to give up the track position.
Thing is, Max with that damage is going to drop out of DRS, I would have thought. He's going to get a 3 second, one of the two. He's still holding on a little bit. going to run wide here though. Yeah, see now Luckman's now right up the back of him. He's going to tilt up the inside of the last corner. Max can't fight this with the damage that he's got. Luckman's going to get that done, or is he? Now they're out DRS with the car in front. Oh, Gameful's got both of them. What a move. James just swipes Anderson. That's going to be one for the stewards.
Oh, and Anderson's lost another 2 places.
Yeah, James just turned in. Didn't see he was there. I wonder if he's got damage.
Loses another. He's dropped down to 8th. Can we get a camera angle of that front wing to see if there's an end plate missing?
No, he's good. He's good.
Yeah, all looks good.
Well, now Max is going to drop out now, this lap, 100%. And Clay needs to get that move done if he wants to stay with the group in front.
Got to get past him ASAP or you risk losing touch. Oh, and Clay gets himself a penalty.
So that's it now. Gameful, James and Luckman. Well, Luckman's going to retire at the end of the race. Max has got no penalties so far, but he's got another 13 laps to go after this one's finished. Just try and stick with that front wing.
The difference between Clay and Max here, with Max having that damage, is unreal. Clay having to back off through the fast rights to avoid contact.
He's going to get him now. I think all 3 of them will get him. Clay's passed. Anderson's passed. And so is Chip, is he? Chip's gone to the inside. Max, you can't fight it. Oh, you can't fight it there, lad. You got no grip. So now Max and his old man, who are the 2 leaders in the championship, sitting side by side in 9th and 10th, and I expect Nerve to catch him as well.
Didn't realise how much Marshall had disappeared down the road.
Yeah.
Only a 3-second gap now.
He's lapping a similar race pace to Lucas as well. He's had that between 7 and 8 seconds. It's come out of the pits. Alright, Lucas probably gained a second on him in the last 5 laps. 2 Mercedes running side by side. Get back up here. It's Gameful's battery. Mind you, he ain't got a lot of battery, but he's nearly gonna break that DRS. I say nearly. He has, of Luckman.
That could cement that top 3.
Could do, but he's got a 3-second time penalty. Yeah, Harvey, I agree. I said that from the first time I did see him race. I think he is in the wrong tier, to be honest.
I mean, I'd like him to stay down here. I don't fancy my chances against him next season. Bunch of cars coming through, all within sort of 3/10 of each other.
Let's see how far Max has fallen off now. So he's 1.4 behind Chip. And
Chip looked like he was going to make a go at Anderson then into this right-hander, but he backed off.
Nerve has caught him by a second. And I expect him that to come down at least another 3 or 4 attempts by the end of this lap. Thing is, if Max and Nerve don't pick up any penalties, let's have a look at the penalties so far. So we've got Gluckman's on 9, obviously he's going to retire anyway. Gameful's on 3. Luckman's got back into the DRS of Gameful. Then Clay, Anderson and Chip is on 3. We've still got 10 laps to go after this one's completed. Is Max going to be able to hold on that long? I can't see it. To them to make that 3 seconds work. He's losing at least a second a lap now.
Max's ideal scenario here is a safety car to get in, get a new set of tyres on and a front wing and try and make up some places.
Yeah.
Oh, Anderson trying to look up the inside of Clay.
Marshall's extended that gap out to Gainful by another half a second. James is the biggest winner here. He's going to finish. If he carries on, stays where he is, and doesn't pick up any penalties, he's going to finish third.
I'll give driver of the day to anyone who beats 18 seconds of penalties. We've got a couple of people, 3 people on 9 seconds worth.
Yeah. 2 a lap. Oh yeah, Osso's on 12 now, so he ain't far off it. Should have stuck with your PS4, lad. Luckman's now real gainful in. I expected this move to be done.
On the battery early.
Will James get him as well? James is gaining. He doesn't get it done. Nerve and Mario swapping. Chip and Anderson swapping. They're going side by side with the teammates. Then they lets him back through. He's going to lost though 3 or 4 attempts to the cars in front through that.
It's what they need to be careful of as teammates. Don't focus too much on battling each other. Try get the cars in front.
Now with that battling that Nerve and Max have had, has brought Wab right back into it. Harvey, you might want to get your ear rolls checked, mate, because I don't know what you're talking about, lad. If that sounds Irish to you, mate.
Irish?
Apparently you sound...
Has someone just said that I sound Irish?
Apparently
wow.
So.
Harvey, that's you having a quali ban for next race.
He might as well have one anyway. I love you, Harvey.
From the wonderful city of the champions, Leeds.
Yeah, Harvey just reiterated what I said. He'd be at the back anyway, so it would make a difference. If anything, you're saving some sets of tyres for the race. We've got Gainful making a move. Gets that done.
Another penalty as well.
Wab's passed Max, but it's cost him a second at least to Nerve. Nerve needs to try and work that gap down to under 3 seconds with the cars in front. He'll pick up 1 spot anyway because of Luckman.
Gainful and Luckman battling has brought James and Clay right up to the back of them.
This train just hasn't stopped, is it, from P3 downwards? Although there's not really loose, there's still the gaps at the front are exactly the same as what they were a few laps ago. Marshall's 8.3 behind Lucas. Gainful 3.4 behind Marshall. Marshall just got to keep it on the track. He was 20. No, he weren't. He was it 14 points off? Could take the championship lead tonight. I think he will actually. He might be wrong. With Portugal and Silverstone still to come. Portugal is a horrible track.
I love Portugal.
You might be alright on traction, mate. You run it with nothing. Oh my god.
Oh, and Anderson past Clay.
Guess that done.
He's not going to get up to James, but so many different lines just purely from people attacking and defending.
Wab set fastest lap for 1:25.3. That's some lap time.
Anderson got the move done and then went and basically nullified that by giving himself another penalty.
Was that him after 6?
Yeah. But with that penalty, he's going to drop back behind Clay.
Clay nearly runs up his arse. He's now susceptible to the car behind, which is Chip. Dexter's on about 28 seconds now, I think.
12 for Dexter, 12 for Osso.
I've done well. I've been turtling all this whole stream. I've held it in. I'm doing alright. You might have to do the interviews, pal. Also, there we go. It's 15.
He's doing his best. Oh, and Luckman with 12 now as well.
Oh, Chip trying to look up the inside of Clay. Clay's just gone sideways a little bit coming out of that last corner. Before the last corner.
Very close to dropping out of the DRS as well, was clear there.
It's not the only thing that's close to dropping out. Dexter with another 3 seconds. Dexter's on 15. Osso's on 15.
Oh, and James and Gainful come together. Anderson sneaks through, past them both.
No damage for James. Any damage to Gainful? No. Now Chip now looking up with Gainful. He ain't going to get that done there.
Osso's won his driver of the day with the 18 seconds.
He must have heard you. Oh, Clay up the inside of Chip.
And Gainful was trying it up the inside of James as well. Everyone going for moves.
Who's going on the outside now? You ain't going to get that done there, lad.
We're close to losing an end plate there as well.
Is James trying to let him through?
I'm not sure what's going on here.
He must be, yeah. He's let him go through. Fair play. He must have been. Now they've just completely lost Anderson now through that.
Chip ended up having to back off there. Also now on 21 seconds.
Might not end up finishing the lead lap if he carries on.
I wasn't far off getting lapped in Tier 2. By my own teammate as well, just to...
Anderson's up to P3, takes it past Luckman.
Gainful looked like he could have potentially lost a couple of places, but Chip thought better of it.
Gets it back again. What? Now Chip's on the outside of James. Oh my lord, this could be... Oh, they've behaved themselves. And all this is happening. Wab is getting closer with Nerve. Oh, nearly hits him.
I feel like some drivers maybe just getting a little bit frustrated. Maybe the couple of laps extra from pitting is just starting to take a bit of an effect now. Stingray saying Osso's either drunk or high.
Or maybe both.
By the look of the track limits, he's already racing around Portugal.
He's gone back to Miami. Luckman back past Anderson. Sets the purple's last sector as well.
Chip past James. Some good battles going on here in the closing laps. And Clay must be looking at these battles in front, thinking, someone just hit someone so I can sneak through.
James is still going to gain, though, P6 and 5. Possibly P4 as well, but with Anderson being in Luckman's DRS, that's going to be very hopeful for them to stick within the 3 seconds of those.
And with all this going on, we've just failed to mention the leading two just managing it beautifully.
Yeah. Wab is now back in his DRS train. He was 3 seconds behind when he got past Max and Nerve. Now Max has obviously dropped down to P13. Now Wab is on the charge. Sitting there behind Clay. Get back up here if anyone going to overtake anyone. Gainful's leading this battle. Got no battery left. Chip's on the overtake. He's going to send this into turn 1. No. Whoa! Cuts across him late there. Sends it round the outside. He's going to have the inside line now for that. Oh, Gainful! Yeah. I'm going to say nothing. If you ask me, that was asked for. Now Chip's up to P5.
It was always coming, was
Yeah.
that sort of contact.
Yeah. The way he shut him off into turn 1 so late and then... Yeah.
And as the tyres start to go off as well, they will be feeling them, feeling this degradation now on these front left.
That brings James a little bit closer now to Anderson, who was right up the rear end of Luckman. Don't think I've seen him turn it off a hot lap yet. Whoa! Someone's going to lose it going around this right-hander, so in one of these handers. Seen Chip been throwing it straight in there.
You've got to start compromising for it at this point in the race as the tyres go off. You can't just expect to keep taking it flat out. I think we're going to see James get past Chip here, although he was a little bit deep into that last corner.
They've caught the group in front. Chip's caught the group in front by 4 tenths on that lap. Oh, double overtake going on here. Clay and James going to get past them both. Clay sends it up the inside, doesn't get it done, but James does.
Not necessarily, it looks like, oh, and Clay closing right up. Gets a better exit.
Whoa.
Oh, trying not to say too much on the stream, but I think we all just need to take a breath here, lads.
James on a recharge. The thing is now he's dropped another 6-7 tenths off the cars in front now.
Clay needs to hang on to the back of these as close as possible, because then James could be looking very, very vulnerable down the pit straight. Oh, a bit of a slide there. The tyre's taking a real battering now.
James is out of DRS, so I expect Chip and Clay to get him here. Sorry, ERS. Max over 3 seconds, that's not going to help. Mind you, Dexter's got a minute worth of penalties there enough, so that's going to help him.
Clay has got 0 battery though, he's not saved enough.
That might be, he's going to be susceptible to WAB and game fault. Oh, Anderson's run a little bit wide. Sorry, Chip. Oh, it could have been a domino effect to the cars behind. Nerves now in the back of this group. Game for you can't stick up the inside there. No. Fair play. Good driving by Wab. Wab's going to stick up back up the inside, is he? No. Nerve might go around the outside. I think that door's been shut though. Oh, nice. Wab's had a spin. Wab's DNF'd. Is that? No, it's not going to be. Too late. Wab's out. Now that was all. I'll say nothing. Don't say nothing. No point.
Such a shame. Battled back through the pack.
Yeah, his teammates stuck a move in him. Yeah, never mind. Chip now. Right in the back of James. James has got nothing to lose, even if he does lose 2 or 3 positions now. The leader has started this last lap. I have not watched him at all. Give him a little bit of airtime. Marshall as well. We're going to get back to this. That's Luckman in the pits now to retire. James is going to struggle to hold these off, but he's not going to lose anything through it. I wonder how many are going to get past though.
Clay not close enough.
Chips through.
He's going to have to hope something goes wrong here for James.
Is holding it out. Chips on the outside. Is Chip going to give that up? He does. He's going to have to better exit though, is he? He does.
James needs to be careful there off the track. Don't want to risk a penalty. So on the last lap, who's going to be bravest? Is anyone going to stick a move up the inside? Maybe into this last hairpin?
I can't see Chip doing it.
No.
Maybe Clay.
Now, looking at the batteries, Chip and Clay have got more than James here. If they can get close enough, can they get a run out of the last corner, get
Chip.
straight on that battery?
Yeah, all Clay's taking that corner lovely there. That's it. Luke's over the line. P1. Marshall, excellent drive. P2. Anderson,
We've got
P3.
a sprint race to the line now.
Yeah.
Chip's gonna get him. No, just misses out.
James gets P. Nerve ends up with P4.
Wow.
He didn't have no penalties. Everyone in front of him's got. What a drive!
That is fantastic. To keep it clean.
Yeah.
Especially at the rate he was catching people as well. Like, he wasn't backing off. He was pushing. And he's ended up with a P4. That is unreal.
That's unreal, yeah. Considering that one time he was 4 seconds off that group, he's made it all the way back, kept it clean and picked up. He was P8, picked up 5 places within that train.
All of a sudden, becomes the biggest gainer of the race. And what a race as well, with some very good battles.
There's
So
your
the
boy.
F1 voted driver of the day is Clay. But very good racing, lads.
Don't know, nerve from P11, 12 to get P4 is pretty.
Also saying, yeah, I heard about the 18 seconds. Well, congratulations, Osso. You won the penalty driver of the day.
Comes out of the old steering wheel, celebrates his race victory. With Marshall P2. How come James has moved up to P3? Anderson must have had 6 seconds. So James has picked up P3 and Nerves nicked P4. Anderson must have been, what, P5, P6?
I think Anderson did have 6 seconds, whereas James only had 3.
Anderson had 9.
Oh, wow.
Oh, no wonder Mechanical was saying keep on the track, James. Anderson. FFS. Well, that was quite eventful, that was, I'm not going to lie.
We said at the start, penalties can play a massive, massive difference.
Yeah, they did. So let's invite these boys to the party. So we have got Lucas, James, and I am Marshall.
Who got the fastest lap there as well?
I think it was Wab. 25-2.
Such a shame for Wab. Welcome, James.
How's it going, boys?
Good, buddy. How was that for yourself?
My hands are sweating, let me just say that.
Just waiting for the other couple of guys to join now.
Like he's got baby oil over holding that controller.
Feels like it, bro. Jesus. That was a tough race, that.
Looked it.
Yeah, some of the guys out there, serious pace. Lucas, wow, it's unreal that. Even all the way through, probably.
I've already sent you an invite, Lucas, mate. I'll send you another one, though. I don't know if it'll let me do it again, will it? Marshall hasn't joined yet. He's probably drying himself off of a towel or something. Or planning a holiday to Belgium whilst on stream. All right, James. Well, you did finish P3, and we'll start off with you, my friend. That was pretty mental, considering you had obviously had 3 seconds. I think a lot of the drivers around you had 3 to 6 seconds as well. We didn't realise that Anderson had 9. Did you realise that?
Yeah, I knew about this. I had no penalties, me, bro, so I knew about all the penalties.
Oh, sorry, yeah, you didn't have any.
Yeah.
You and Nerve, yeah.
I had 2 strikes from about lap 15, 16, so trying to keep it in the white lines. I've picked my quali pace back up, bro, to be fair. The last few races, just quali's thrown me off. Had a few not so good results, so I was leading for quite a while, but I've let that lead slip quite a bit, to be honest. Could have got a bit better, but it's good to be back on the podium, lad, to be fair. So, unexpected, so we'll take that.
Yeah, very good haul of points for yourself. Eventful race. Quite a bit of contact going on from sort of third downwards. DRS trains.
There was a moment with Anderson, didn't even see him, bro, and then I heard it on news on the stream saying that I think someone was trying to make it 3 wide into turn 1, and that's
Probably gameful.
Yeah, that's kind of what happens.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's not going to happen, is it? Yeah, it's a game for the moment with Chip as well, which let me through, so that was all right. But
yeah, but with his teammate as well.
Just unlucky, to be honest. Nothing intentional, obviously.
Nah.
There's racing incidents.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
So we'll see if anything gets thrown up.
I think you deserve a half a lap worth penalties, mate, to be fair, the amount of stuff.
You said you were on a couple of strikes from like lap 15. How hard is it to keep the concentration and keep it on the track while battling the cars around you?
Yeah, you've got to not take risks in it. When you can see all them have got penalties, just let them through, because obviously you're going to get them back eventually. That's why I weren't really fighting the last couple of places. So just keep it in the white lines, lad. That's all you got to do. It is hard though, Jesus. I'm really surprised with that, because I'm usually a bit of a pain in the arse with track limits. So I was happy as long as I finished without a penalty, to be honest.
Well, fair play to you, mate. It was well kept, and good podium for yourself. Keeps you in the fight for the last 2 races for the championship. So fair play. Now moving on to here he is, Mr. Holiday Planner. I am Marshall. Pretty easy on yourself with excellent defending in the DRS when you was heading the train for the first 10-11 laps. Obviously you boxed a lap earlier than the rest and you seemed to disappear. Okay.
Marshall not here?
Marshall is here. He just decided not to talk.
Oh, sorry, boys. You're muted. I do apologise.
Oh.
James Brown, great start off the line. Got in front of me. Bugger. I think it was James.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, it was you, was it? Yeah, it was. Yeah, fantastic battle indeed. Yeah, I had to. Once it got past, I had to just try and manage it, because as soon as we got to that DRS straight, there's a chance that 3 of them were going to fly past. So I had to try and manage the DRS as best as possible and try and utilise it to make sure that if anyone got past, it was just 1 car. But I'd done well enough to hold it and manage it quite well. Yeah, I mean, it's a good race for me. I can't say much else. I think I had 1 warning the whole race. There's a couple of times I was like, oh, how's that not a warning? But hey, squeaky bum time on a couple of them. But there was a bit of stage where I had to manage my fuel as well. I think it's when Luckman was kind of 2nd, 3rd, 4th. And I was shitting myself. I'm like, trying to manage my fuel. I'm like, no, he's just going to drag everyone closer.
See, on the manual gearbox, fuel's pretty good around there. Last year was a nightmare. But on the manual gearbox, it's not too bad. You thought you ran manual gearbox, didn't you?
I am manual. Yeah, I started at 1.2 laps over.
And you struggled.
But I didn't struggle. There were just times where I was using 0.4, 0.5 per lap.
Really?
Yeah. So I was just managing. I think I finished it at like 0.9 up, so nearly a lap up. But I didn't want to get to when Luckman got ahead of them, and I was like, he's obviously done well to put himself from 20th to second. So it's like he's obviously got some pace, and he's just going to bring everyone closer. So I'm like, I don't want to run out at the end when everyone's much closer. So I'll manage it now. So at the end, at least I've got enough fuel if I need to race and need to battle. But no, it's good. I mean, I had no chance of catching Lucas though. Wow.
I mean, in terms of catching Marshall, surely you've got an eye on that championship now.
Well, I thought that, but until game 4, either the last lap or the second penultimate lap, game 4 was, I think he may have had may have been some contact somewhere that took a driver or two off ahead of Nerf Pack. Otherwise, Nerf Pack might not have got 4th. He might have been 6th.
No, to be fair, the reason why he got 4th was because he had no penalties.
Fair play. Yeah, there's quite a few penalties across the board.
Yeah.
And that's what it can do for you, right? No penalties can move you up that much. So, yeah, I think it looks like me, Max, Nerf Pack, and looks like the biggest battles to the end of the championship.
I don't know. James has gained a lot on Max. Max finished P10.
Did he? I'm just actually. I'm not even in the Discord. So I'm just going to try and pull it up. Does anyone know the points? I know it's 4.
I think that definitely pulls you up to second.
Yeah, maybe even first. I'm not sure because you were 14 points behind.
Correct. I just can't remember how many points you get for 4th and second, to be honest. I don't even know the point system. I just race and see what comes up.
I think it's 25 for first, 20 or 18 for second.
20 for second, 16 20... for third.
There you go. And then
Jimmy
4 for B15, I think, 40.
Yeah, Jimmy. So you were 12 points behind me, James Brown, before today. So yeah, you're in it, mate. That's quality. It's going to be a good battle to the end.
Yeah, can't wait.
What tracks are left?
We got Portugal and Silverstone.
Ooh, okay, interesting.
So we have Lucas. Well done, you two. We've got Lucas that have joined us as well. This race winner who's definitely in the wrong tier, in my opinion. But you still got to get that job done when you're asked to, and he's done a fantastic job in quali and in the race. How did you boxed quite early, mate, but it worked for you?
Yeah, I mean, I boxed early because I was trying to cover off the undercut, because I know in this game it's very powerful. But at the start, I mean, there was quite a few people fighting, and I was quite lucky to get away that far. But I feel if they weren't fighting as much, I feel like it would have been a bit closer at the front. But yeah, I mean, the undercut's just super powerful, and I was be able to just run away from there.
Yeah, because the gap stayed quite relatively the same after the pit stops. I think Marshall was like 8 seconds behind you for a long time. I think it ended up being 11 in the end.
Yeah.
But it's just car management in it. But yeah, that was P1 and a race victory for yourself. Is that the first time you've won, or did you win last week?
I won last week.
Fair enough.
Seemed like it was almost a perfect strategy for you. Start at the front, pull away.
Yeah.
Not really any challenge from lap 1 for yourself.
No, I mean, again, it comes down to strategy. I think I gained 2 seconds on the undercut, roughly. It was like 4 seconds before, and then it went up to 6, so yeah, I was able to just pull away and cleaner, so yeah.
It's the power of clean air around this track. You know, when you've not got people in front of you, you can pick your own braking point.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you don't mind me just jumping in, mate, Lucas, fantastic pace, mate. I think you're right. From lap 2, James Brown was just saving his ERS, conserving his ERS through the corners. I was like, slow, just let you get away. I think you gained 2 seconds in a lap, like lap 2 or 3. So he's obviously using it to just.
I was catching up with you, lads.
Yeah, I said on the stream, it's like, I think you realise that he's not your battle, so you're just gonna, which is fair enough. And you did a good job holding me up behind, so well done. It worked.
I'll take it.
But GG's back.
I think you pitted a lap earlier than me, so you come out about half a second in front, and then you must then hard tyres on your car work better than they did on mine, lad, because you, well, and I don't think I've seen you for a lap or two after that. You was gone. So.
Yeah, you and Anderson. Anderson come out. He was within DRS. He come out a lap later. 7/10 he come out, so I just had to try and gap him. But yeah,
Yeah,
those
to
warmer
be
tyres
fair,
definitely helped.
he had a bit of a he got a coming together with someone that's dropped him all the way back to around his teammate. Was that in the first stint?
I think it was Gainful, wasn't it? There were
It might have been, yeah. Was that in the
was it
first stint?
Max?
No, it's Max.
Yeah, that's how Max ended up with the damage.
Yeah, and I think that if that wouldn't have knocked him back, you might have had a bit more of a battle with him, Marshall. I'm not 100% sure I can't remember when it was.
Yeah, I think that might have been in the second stint. That was definitely in the second stint because the first stint, when it was a lap 11 when he come in, he come out right behind me, but I just had to gap him with the slightly warmer tyres. And then I think it's that from then on is when the rest of the grid kind of were battling.
Well done, guys. Very, very good race. There's some good battling, DRS trains galore. Fantastic race to watch.
Did you say Silverstone's after Portugal?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I planned my holiday around the calendar, and it doesn't have it on the calendar.
Oh, here we
So
go. Is that the one you planned on during the fucking race, was it?
It's an additional race that's been put in to bring us up to F125.
Yeah, I'm not here for it. Bank holiday weekend, isn't it? Bank holiday weekend.
Excuses.
So hopefully other people won't be here too. Have a life, get out and do something, people.
Well, you've given us a bit of an anticlimax there, lad.
That's what I'm here for, mate.
You know.
I'll take it.
Well, on that note, that brings us to the end of this race that we've had here on Sunday night for the Tier 3 Championship here in CDR. As we did think before we had that interview, it was going to go right down to the wire. Mr. Thomas fucking Cook Holidays decided he's not going to be here for the last race. So, but anyway, apart from that, that was a fantastic race. Well done, Lucas, on taking the win, mate.
Thank you.
Marshall taking P2 and Jimmy taking P3. Excellent. Commentary assist by Nat again tonight.
Thank you very much. Pleasure again.
I really do enjoy it, mate.
Hopefully it'll be a regular occurrence for us now, especially coming into Portugal and the mighty Silverstone.
Yeah, well, let's see. I'm pretty sure it will be. Now I'm back to my old job, so it shouldn't be so much of a problem. And on that note, like I said, well done, boys, to all of you. Thank you again for the race tonight. I hope you enjoy watching it back. And we'll see you again next week. I'm JJ. It's been Nat that's been with me. Have a good week and stay safe. Ta-da.